Fancy intro music, yeah! Woo! Good afternoon, good evening, or whatever it is that you're watching this video, as we're going to talk more about Star Trek Fleet Command. This is one that you actually asked for during a live stream that we did on Sunday night. Now, if you haven't already, smash the like button, looks like this, and subscribe to the channel, because we grow when you help us grow. Share this out with your friends on your server, your Discord, Facebook, or wherever, so we can continue to not only talk Star Trek Fleet Command, but Star Trek and sci-fi in general. Check out the podcast if you haven't already. And today we're going to be taking a look at officers for mining and how we load them out on ships, and going over a brief overview of some strategies, whether we're talking about the beginning mining stuff, which I know a lot of you people who are new to the game could probably use, or talking about it later on in the game with some faction ships and things like that. We'll go over those details. Real quick, gotta give a shout out to this beautiful man. That's William T. Riker. And I was joking with Ops about how, well, I wasn't really joking. I was requesting that because Star Trek Lower Deck Season 2 was coming out, that we need some Lower Deck events. Now, to be fair, I didn't really bring that up to them until like way too late. So they weren't going to put them in at this point, and I guess it just got forgotten. But they, like I said, they enjoy Lower Decks. I enjoy Lower Decks. This is what we got. That comes in the form of a pack. But William T. Riker's pack, which is $400 to fully unlock William T. Riker if you don't have them. But the art and everything, you see the Cerritos in the background. I think we can kind of see the Titan. I think the Titan's kind of back there, but I have to look really closely. And then, of course, William T. Riker right there up in the front with his nice uniform that you see in Star Trek Lower Decks. And for those that didn't know, yes, that is actually Jonathan Frakes reprising his role, as well as Marina Sirtis as Deanna Troi, which is pretty cool to see in Lower Deck Season 2. But anyway, let's jump into the video where we're talking about mining. And I'm going to start off with this pretty puppy right here, the DVor. Mainly because there's really nothing to put on this thing. Protected cargo is kind of getting outclassed. The main thing with the DVor, 2 points I want to make about the DVor is, one, make sure that you're saving those loyalty chests, because remember, 30-day loyalty chests, you get DVors or the DVor blueprint starting at level 23. Now, you can also obtain the DVor for free through events and through Armada grinding, but also you can turn this in every month to help expedite that process to procure this ship. But the true power of the DVor comes through research, and there's a few different ones to look at, and we'll throw them up on the screen now. Running protected cargo crews and everything really doesn't help the DVor that much. What honestly helps is if you go and start moving these little nodules, moving the meter right here, getting these things up, your cargo security. And if you come into your galaxy research tree, you'll find more DVor specific research right here. DVor security enhancement, DVor Latinum improvements. Now those two alone, these three as a whole, really will make it to where you don't need a crew on the DVor. It doesn't matter. There's not a Latinum mining crew anyway. So the only thing that you could really look at putting onto this ship would be for protected cargo purposes. For the DVor, you honestly don't need to worry about that as much. Simply focus on the research. Doing this right here. Even me, only having it level 2, I can max out my DVor very, very quickly. And then the DVor security enhancement is not a very expensive thing to go into, and it slowly raises your OP or your PC very highly. And then combining it with the other researches, like the ones that we talk about in the territory tree now as an example, which you find the cargo security here. And then you've got even ISO cargo hold for the max size. So lots of different researches coming into play now where you can really try to up the DVor's game without really having to worry about the officer loadout, more so focusing on the research. And like I said, once you get some of those in, you'll really notice a huge jump in how well it loads out. Now, not every other ship is like that. Some are. I want to talk real quick about this bad puppy, the Meridian. Everybody should have the Meridian at this point, unless you're very brand new to the game. And one of the best strategies that I've honestly found with the Meridian is this crew. And this is the one that took out my Vidar on stream. Loved it, bragged about it, was so proud of them the day that we went farming for these things. And how it works is we're using Chekhov's ability for defense on a node when attacked while on a capture or mighty node by a player, decreases the opponent's damage. Now mine is at low rank. I haven't updated him yet. I can, as you can see by that green arrow. And then running TOS, not TOS McCoy, TOS Kirk, and TOS Uhura. Now, if you do not have this set, there are still defense officers that you can run for on a node. And that's really my thing when it comes to this ship, is more focusing on the attack and defense side of things than focusing on the protected cargo limits. Because once again, like the DVor, it mines so fast and has a small protected cargo, you're going to go over no matter what. So it's better to try to fool some of those players and knock out some of those Vidars like mine. They're going to come by and try to hunt you OPC. That way you don't have to worry about it as much. Now, just to note, there are some Isogen mining officers, such as Arium right here with the captain's ability, increasing the mining speed by 40% with no synergy. And then you also have Elia Mackinnon, whose secondary ability is Isogen mining. And then if you have it upgraded, that obviously increases. But at the low tier, just a small boost to the base stat of that laser. It's not honestly that big of a change because a lot of the speed to some of these miners, these specialty ships, comes actually in their special ability, which is what you have here. Mine is currently a 2,000% increase when mining Isogen. Also, don't forget there are a lot of Isogen related mining researches, so that's going to make that more important. So with the DVor, we're focusing on whatever research, no, officers don't really matter. With the Meridian, focusing a little bit more on defense because it actually can punch back against things like Vidars once you tier it up. Now mine's only tier 3, so it's not going to punch hard, but you see a lot of these level 39s, level 40s who've got theirs high enough to where they can actually defend with their Meridian. But once again, research is the key to this beast. Let's talk about some regular mining. So you've got my Cavort here, which is a faction miner for level 32. Now this one has a natural ability to bonus against crystal. So it mines crystal faster than other things. But the most important officers that you can really try to go for, and I'm very thankful actually that there are no epic mining officers because those would be so difficult to procure. Scopely, that was not an idea, by the way. Forget all that. Don't even listen to that part of the episode. Bleep it out. No, do not, for the love of, who would you even make as an epic mining officer? Who? What? Who? No, sorry. Anyway, looking right here, now I don't have all the mining officers. I am missing 2 of 10. However, we do have Raphael Dupont right here. He's a Frenchman. He's very, very cool. Former Section 31, converted to the life of a miner. Decided war and craziness was not for him. Let's go be a miner. That's what he did. So he's got grade 3 miner, which increases the mining rate of G3 crystal, gas, or ore, depending on which one you're mining. You'll get a bonus to it. And then the secondary ability is the main one that we're looking at. So the blue ones are typically going to be hidden stash type stuff for your protected cargo. You see his is 50% based on his level. And then I've got my my T'Pring, who's at 300%. Now remember Stan, who is an ore mining officer, he increases the actual cargo size of the ship. Now this is not the only officer that can do protected cargo. There's actually a couple. And there's even a Borg that will do it. So I've got him on an away mission right now, but see bodyguard, protected cargo. You could actually load this out with 1 of 10 as captain and then have 3 protected cargo characters on this one ship and then go mine a crystal node, still have the bonus with the ship mining crystal, but then have as much protected cargo as possible. And you also talk about 1 of 10 being a potentially good defensive boat right here because of the mitigation change, how it can work with shield health. Once again, I don't like how that's worded. I don't like calling that mitigation, but you get what I mean. So we've got this type of loadout that we can run here. Also, let's look at the OGs, like the far away Botany Bay. It almost gets forgotten about a lot of the times, but also remember that you have another protected cargo officer here, the only one that has a green one, by the way, but increases the protected cargo of the ship by 100%, and that is your augment crew. Now this is basically just for the Botany Bay because we're going for the data mining bonus here and we're going full synergy. And with the Botany Bay, you can actually run once again a full protected cargo loadout because there are researches to help make this thing mine faster, and it already has a bonus to mining data. You see 41,000 for this max Botany Bay, that's pretty daggum high. That's pretty daggum high. And then a natural protected cargo of what I have now of 63,000 with a max of 436. What a lot of people will actually do when this rolls around is they'll actually just max out their Botany-based cargo with characters like Stan and go out and mine as fast as they can, and sometimes even leave a ship and actively mine and watch over it with a warship to make sure that they don't get popped. But if you go to the outlaw tree, you'll find a lot of different researches designed around this ship, including data storage, increasing the overall protected cargo of the Botany Bay, maxing out at another 16,000 additive. And you'll have other stuff here like the impulse speed, the augmented warp here, which is a bonus of the Botany Bay. While I normally wouldn't put much value in those, every little bit does tend to add up when you're talking about mining, because it is an important part of this game. Whether you love it or hate it, it is still very important to get it done and to go through these dailies every day. And myself, as much as I complain about it, guess what? I'm here doing my dailies every day, doing my mining, pulling my territories all the time, because it's an incredibly important part of this game. You've got to go through and do it. So hopefully this refresher on mining helps you out. Now what we'll do is we'll cover 4-star mining ships on a later video, but I also want to answer any questions that you have. So if you got them, see a little box right there? It looks like this. Down below, drop your comments, like the video once again if you haven't already. Helps the channel grow, and we gotta grow so we can keep doing this. And also, just a reminder, if you'd like some help with the game one-on-one, hit me up. Would love to do it. Live long and prosper. Stay safe, other Space Cowboys. We'll catch you in the next video, which will probably be tomorrow. So deuces. Also, one last thing, check out the Twitch channel. We'll be going live again tonight. Can't wait to see you there. Bye-bye. An even better outro than the intro. Yeah! Woo!